You always had this killer instinct in you?
Yeah, I've always, my cousin gave me his nickname when I was 8 years old. It's always been me. I feel like I'm the nicest guy on the planet, but I have the worst temper. I have the worst temper, and the weird thing is I've only lost my temper once in a fight, but normally I lose my temper in sparring and training. That's why I have to really fight to control my temper.
What was the fight where you lost your temper?
Oh, when I powerbombed that guy, I lost my temper really bad. That was the only time I ever lost my temper in a fight.
Why'd you lose your temper?
Oh man, that guy. So I was supposed to fight him in a tournament prior, and when I got to Japan, I found out that he pulled out of the tournament and put his teammate in. His teammate was I can't really remember his name because it's a Brazilian name, but he it's a really tough Brazilian name to say. But he had beat Chuck, and he was really good. He was a jiu-jitsu black belt, and in the prior contract, when an opponent pulled out last minute, they're supposed to give you a lesser opponent. But this guy was just as good at jiu-jitsu or even better than Ricardo Arona. So Ricardo faked the injury, and I was walking to the 7-Eleven, and I'm going to the store, and Ricardo walks out, and he's walking out normal, and then he see me and my people. He's trying to limp. He just got 2 Band-Aids on his knee, like X's, like so it's 4 Band-Aids, like XX.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him like, oh man, he's full of shit. So that was like the first thing. Me, I don't just like attack people off of one thing they do, and then the second thing. Hold on a second. The second thing was when we was fighting, it was ground and pound, and he healed me in the face a couple times. He kept healing me in the face, and it's dislocating my jaw a little bit, and so I go down on his body so he couldn't heal me. So I just, just like covering up, and he tells the referee that I'm knocked out. And those refs in Pride, they hated my guts. They used to always give me yellow cards, and they take 10% of your purse and a point. So and I didn't trust those refs. So if the ref was listening to him, they could have stopped the fight. And so I was like, that's it. That's the last straw. He's lying. Like, I fight with honor, and I just lost my temper on him. It's like when I lose my temper, I feel like I get like this adrenaline rush, like unlimited strength, and I just picked him up and slammed him. I tried to slam him through the ring. I tried to break the ring.
People say he wasn't knocked out from the slam. He was knocked out from your head hitting his head.
Man, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. The slam knocked him out, and his head, him getting knocked out by a slam, bounced back and hit my head. And that's where the knockout came from. From him when he hit. Okay, that ring it's kind of like fighting in a boxing ring. It don't give as much as a pro wrestling ring that has springs and stuff on there. It's kind of like a little bit softer than a boxing ring. So if you slam somebody hard on that, they're gonna get knocked out.
There's no springs in a pro wrestling ring.
What?
Am I blowing your mind here?
Yeah, I thought it was springs in the middle. How they do all that shit?
It's just like plywood that they put down there. Yeah, if you look at a bare ring without the canvas on it, it's just like wood. It has a little bit of give to it.
Yeah.
The wood has a little bit of give to it. But yeah, there's no springs.
I thought there was springs.
No, I'm blowing your mind now.
You blow my mind. Yeah. But this don't give like that.
Did you know when you were picking him up that you were gonna throw him down as hard as you could?
Oh yeah, but I didn't know it was gonna knock him out. I just do that.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, and that's why as soon as I dumped him, I was already falling up with punches because I didn't know he's gonna. I just wanted to finish. I just wanted to end him, and a lot of people think that it was a headbutt, but you got to watch it in slow mo. He knocks out and he headbutts me.
It's one of the craziest highlights in the history of the sport.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah, that was on my 26th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I had to win that fight because I was losing that fight up until then because he was leg kicking me. That guy got the hardest leg kicks I ever took before in my life, and I fought K1.
Man, yeah, that's such a crazy, crazy highlight.
Yeah, it was a crazy fight.
So wild.